movie star in the world. He is such an action hero. He's always running in films. I love the way he runs. He does it just like this. I've watched it a lot, so I'm kind of an expert at doing it now. The biggest film star in the world, Sir Tom Cruise, is here! Proof! Not making it up. From The Devil Wears Prada and the Adjustment Bureau, Emily Blunt is on our show. Star of Ted and the creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane is here. I know! Oscar-winning actress, Charlize Theron, she's here! What's funny is I am actually really exhausted. No, we've got music as well. Chart-topping megastars, Coldplay! Coldplay! That's a lot. That is a lot. Now, Seth and Charlize, they're here to talk about their new movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West. And, you know, there were a million ways to cowboys to die. You know, gunfights, stampedes. Of course, you could simply die of embarrassment. Yeah. It's the socks that wreck that, isn't it? The socks. Also, I've got to chat to Seth about Family Guy. Oh, yeah, lots of Family Guys. Yeah. That's obviously Peter Griffin with his super intelligent dog, Brian. You know, would you ever get a dog in real life that was smarter than its owner? Catch them all. Good win. Now, Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, they're both appearing in the new sci-fi thriller, Edge of Tomorrow. Now, the film is set in the near future, in a London that has been taken over by aliens, and only one man is fighting back. It's an earthquake! Hey, I've got to ask Tom about Top Gun and all the amazing flying sequences. And very exciting, ladies and gentlemen, there is talk of a sequel, although I do hear it's going to be slightly lower budget. Still good! And that's all coming up later. Plus, more of your stories in the big red chair. So let's get our first two guests on! It's time to look sharp. It's Emily Blunt! Sorry. No, I was thinking, she's here, right? Yeah, I saw her a second ago. I know she's here. And having seen Mission Impossible, I've got him back. It is Mr. Tom Cruise!
Emily Blunt.
Welcome one, welcome
Thank
all.
you.
Very nice to see
Thank you for having
Nice
us.
to see you.
Emily, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tom, is it? I think it's your third time.
Third time.
And it's still like, oh my God, it's Tom Cruise. In the movie Edge of Tomorrow, did you ever get over that, Emily? Did you ever get to the point where?
I said it to him every day, oh my God, it's you. It just the illusion wears off.
And I was doing my running there, and you are famous for your running. But the director of Edge of Tomorrow was saying that you don't just run on camera, also off camera, you like running.
Yeah, I like to run.
But it's
I like to run.
Weren't you getting everyone to run?
Yeah, we had to get back to one because we had so many setups that day. So I was racing the guys back to the opening mark just to keep pace on it. You know, movies, you've got to get a lot of shots during the day, so...
These poor extras.
No, you know that.
They were over it by the end of the day. Oh, Tom Cruise wants to race again.
Yeah, Tom, you win.
Yeah.
Was there a prize or anything?
No, just let's go.
See, I'd be a very bad extra. I'd be the one, no, I'm not running, I'm not. But talking to people that you've worked with, you are known as this kind of the positive force on set. You know, we can do this. The kind of we can do this. Is it true that Emily Blunt did break your spirit?
It was a particularly hard day, I will say.
No.
It was a very hard day.
We were in the drop ship. No, she did break my spirit. But there was that moment where I went...
Basically, we're in this drop ship set. I don't know if you've seen the trailer. We're being dropped out of this ship in our exosuits, and it was a tiny set. They'd made the set really small. It was kind of like as big as a sardine can, and we're all in there. It's so hot in there. There's no air in there. Camera crew are, like, bumping into us, and we're hanging in the exosuits in harnesses, so, like, the entire weight of you and your suit is, like, on your groin, and, like, people are miserable. People are just, like, hanging like this, just waiting for them to take action. And Tom, that insatiable positivity, I can just see it just starting to unravel. You know? He was pouring with sweat. I remember looking at him, and he was like, guys, please roll. Please roll. And I just looked at him, and I just went, oh, this sucks, like that. And he looked at me, and he goes, it's a challenge.
I felt because you know what? If I start complaining, it's on. If I start going down, it's on.
Yeah, and I went, Tom, it sucks. And he went, okay, fine. I got an okay, fine. That was it.
Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's get the shot.
But in terms of, like, putting yourself in danger, putting yourself out there, you started, like, ridiculously young. How young were you when you started doing stunts?
Well, I used to do crazy things. Like, I would... You know, my poor mother, I was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. I'd climb to the top of trees and kind of hang off as the wind is going. And then I remember years later I saw, you know, Evel Knievel, you know, jumping off the canyon. And so there was this very steep hill in one of the neighborhoods we were living in, and I kind of took boards from this neighborhood kind of, I don't know, construction site, you know, and lined up all these cans. And of course, my sisters at this time, I'd been to the hospital a few times, broken some bones, and they're like, no, don't do this. You know, you're going to get in trouble. We don't want to take you to the hospital again. And so I said, no, it's going to work. It's going to work. I was about 8 years old at this point. And so I took my bike to the top of the hill. And I started halfway down. I realized when I got halfway down, it was one of those chains, you know, the pedals start going and it doesn't slow, so it was going really fast.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop it. It was too late to bail. And I had my sister and her friends were down there and some kids around the neighborhood. So I was like, oh, this, you know, it's like halfway through it, you're going, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And then you're approaching the thing, you're going, no, this really wasn't a good idea, but I'm committed. And I thought, I'm going to go so far and so high. So I went up this beam thing and ended up, of course, the board split. The board split, and I ended up going through.
You were trying to do a jump.
Yeah, I was going to jump over. The board was like this and stacked up trash cans almost to like half a story.
Right.
And I went through it, and I ended up just pile driving through the trash cans. I mean, it was violent. I was laying on the other side. Of course,
amazing.
There's blood everywhere, and I'm just laying there. And I just never forget my sister standing over me. No sympathy. It's like, not like, oh, my God, Tom. They just looked at me and said, we told you. You are in so much trouble right now.
To your mum. Tom. Please, honey.
Honey, please. Honey, please. Honey, she would make me chocolate cake. Honey, please, I got some chocolate cake down here.
Don't jump off the building.
Don't jump off that building, sweetheart, please.
But your life must drive your mother insane.
She was very patient.
Yeah.
But I took my mother skydiving. I surprised her and took her skydiving.
Did she like that?
She loved it. Actually, when we were in Dubai, I said, where's my mother? She goes, oh, she went skydiving.
Wow.
Again.
No, because I saw... So this picture, I haven't seen this picture before. So in Mission Impossible 4, this is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
In Dubai, the famous... You running around the very high building. Yeah. But I hadn't seen this picture before. This is just you, no harness, randomly, no shoes. I don't quite understand, like, the no shoe. I guess it's not going to hurt your feet, but...
Yeah.
to give some perspective, that's you at the top of the tower. Here is the tower. What is it, a kilometre high or something?
Something like that. I don't know.
It's great. And this is how you got the picture. So, there's a helicopter up there. But you sitting on that thing, now, that's not brave. That's something else. Like, that's just... Are you feeling fear sitting on top of that thing?
I wasn't. You know, it's just, when you have that opportunity, we got up early in the morning because I had to shoot all day, so me and the stunt team were like, let's see if they'll let us go all the way to the top, and, you know, we can get some photos, and then...
Maybe die.
Yeah, mean, it is so high. You know what they say, don't worry, you know, before you hit the ground, you'll pass out, you know. That's not true. I don't think that's really true. I think that especially that is so high, if you pass out, you'll come back, you'll be like, I'm still falling! Oh, my God! You know what I mean? No, she just kind of did it. We thought it would be fun, you know, just I don't know. It's the tallest building in the world. You
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I could look at it from the behind and go, that is tall.
Yes.
Yeah. And as you get older, does it affect your approach to things like that? Do you feel more kind of vulnerable, or no?
I mean, I didn't feel like I would fall. I wasn't thinking of falling that day.
No, I know.
It wasn't, you know, I didn't feel... But I don't feel invulnerable, but I didn't feel necessarily vulnerable. That's...
Because Mission Impossible 5, that is definitely happening now.
Yeah, we're working on it right now.
Yeah, I know. People want to see that.
Shoot it here in London.
People want to see that. And is that a... Well, you are going to shoot it in London?
Yeah, we're going to shoot it in London. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, the traffic.
Yeah, I love making it.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
It's like in Edge of Tomorrow, there's an amazing scene with Trafalgar Square. And honestly, when you watch the movie, you think, oh, that's so good. But I remember that day. It like screwed up our lives for the whole day. So listen, this movie, Edge of Tomorrow, it opens tonight. And it is terrific. Such a great movie. It really is.
Thank you.
And it's just the pace of the thing. There's none of those, you know, the 15 minutes where you kind of think, oh, let's go out.
Go get popcorn.
It's boom. It is incredible. So it's got a great premise. Tom, tell us the premise of the movie.
Good luck.
I know. Well, essentially, the whole world is being attacked by aliens, but I play a PR guy, Cage, who's kind of an unlikely hero, pretty much a coward, and doesn't ever have to go to the front. And I'm told part of my assignment is I have to go to the front to cover the soldiers there. And I try to get out of it and blackmail the general, so he sends me to the front. And where I meet Emily Blunt's character is essentially she is the warrior.
She's known as the Full Metal Bitch.
Yeah, that's her character's name. But through this horrific day, he ends up realizing that the way the aliens are winning the war is that they can predict the future. And so my character inherits that when he dies. And he ends up waking up 24 hours beforehand. And
he has this ability to reset the day. So in doing so, he's able to kind of change strategies and figure out new ways of winning the war. So he's a very valuable weapon.
Well, we've got a clip, and it's a full action clip, and it's the scene on the battlefield where Emily's character starts to twig what's going on.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to save you. We're getting slaughtered. You need to get us off this beach. We have to go. This dropship is about to explode. We have to go now. Wait. Come on! Come on! Come on! The ship is going to explode! What are you doing?
Find me when you wake up.
What?
Come find me when you wake up.
Jump!
On your feet, maggots!
Can you see this?
Oh, it's good.
It really is this epic adventure, and you're seeing that I'm trying to save her to basically save myself. And then I realize that she also
Had the power at one point and no longer has.
Yeah, so it's got wonderful tension and characters in the piece.
And then you have to die over and over again.
Yes.
So how hard is that for an actor to kind of like, oh, how do I
It was
die
actually
now?
a lot of fun because we're trying to figure out how many different ways. It becomes it's very funny how
What's
many
the
different
most
ways we
violent
can
way to
die.
kill
You know,
him, you know?
I was like, look, I kept saying to the stunt guys, I said, no, it's got to be violent. This is Wile E. Coyote. You know, this is Bugs Bunny. You know, so it's like throw me up against the wall, spin me around, and her character essentially trains me because she realizes that the only way to win the battle is through him. So she ends up at times being quite ruthless with me when I don't perform correctly, and she
I shoot him.
Yeah, she's shooting me.
Yeah.
She's shooting me in the head.
But a lot of the deaths are funny.
Yes.
Because they become
Very.
so...
Yeah.
Very, yeah.
And like,
Yes.
So, for you, because obviously, if you're run over by a truck, you make a different sound than if somebody
Yeah, I know.
pushes you
Exactly.
into a hole.
No, I'm glad you recognize that. Like, we worked for a year.
Oh, yeah.
We kept working on the different screams, because it had to be like a little bit like that kind of sound that you just don't want to hear yourself scream that way. You know what I mean? Did I really scream like that?
And Emily Blunt, in this movie, you look lovely.
Oh, thanks.
You look right. But in this, But you've got guns in this movie. Like, you're in amazing condition.
Thank
She's a
you.
badass in this movie.
It really is.
She's a badass.
Yeah.
I know.
And doing the stunts, Emily, you had to wear... we saw those suits.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what they're made out of, but even if they're made of balsa wood, it's a lot of balsa wood.
Yeah, yeah. Mine weighed about 85 pounds.
Wow.
The first time I put it on, it was a very interesting day. Tom, I think, was aware that it was my first fitting in the exosuit.
I know, I was there. I'd spent
that,
months prepping it and working.
knew that I'd be
It was her first
overwhelmed,
day.
I think. And he came over after I put the suit on, and I was trying to hold it together. And I'm not really like a crier, but he came up and he was like, "How you doing? You okay?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm good." And he went, "Are you sure? Because it's hard, right? It's like heavy." And I went, "Yeah, it's just really heavy." It's like a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. He told me to stop being a wuss.
Before we started.
It was the best thing, and just to make me laugh, because I was like, if he hugs me right now, it's over. It's going to be like a sprinkler system, It was like...
And in some scenes, and you can't tell, but in some scenes, you are pregnant.
Well, yes. We did some additional photography, and I was pregnant,
Yeah, we did some
and it was
pickups and
kind of
she was
still
pregnant.
early, so I wasn't really telling anyone.
Yeah.
And so Tom was confused as to why I wasn't engaging in all the stunts, because I was kind of game for it when we did the original shoot. And eventually I went, "Because I'm growing a human." And he was like, and he was so cute about it, and then protected me, was helping me downstairs. Like, he was almost overboard, after
She's like,
that.
Tom, easy.
Tom, I'm fine. I can do stairs.
Oh, well, you grew the little human, and little human popped out. We've got a
Yes.
picture of Hazel. As a mother, that must be so nice to have 600 people go, "Oh."
It is very nice, yeah.
She's
Because
a
I do
sweetheart.
that, but yeah.
No, she's beautiful.
She
was
is
laughing
really cute.
today. It was amazing.
She's so cute.
Was it the nurse that was very complimentary when
Yeah,
she
she
popped
was
out?
funny. We were in the recovery room afterwards, and we had this amazing nurse who came in, and she looked at Hazel and she goes, "Damn, your baby is so cute." And I went, "Oh, really?" She went, "She is gorgeous." And I went, "Hey, Mabel, I think you say that to all the mothers." And she went, "No, I don't." She said, "When I know a baby ugly, I say, you had a baby." And that's it.
Listen, good luck.
Thank
good luck.
you.
People are going
Thank
to
you,
love
Graham.
this movie. Edge of Tomorrow. It's at cinemas everywhere. Right, so we're going for a film where Tom Cruise finds hundreds of ways to die. On to our next movie tonight, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Please welcome the stars, Seth MacFarlane and Charlize Theron. Oh, here they are. Hello, lovely ladies. Lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you. How are you? Good to start, Emily. How are you? Good to meet you. I can't believe over. Sit down. Sit down. Oh. Oh. Sit. Oh. Very nice, everyone. It's a...
This is the most welcome I've ever felt anywhere.
Really?
You sure know how to treat a guy. let me
Oh,
tell
God,
you.
yeah, oh, yes. And now, Charlize, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely to have you back. But,
Thanks.
Seth, have you ever done a British talk show before?
I have not. I mean, not a late night show, no.
Oh, okay.
I did the breakfast show and I got in trouble for saying piss.
Oh, really? You can't say piss on the
No,
breakfast show.
they stopped the show and what the hell did I do? And I had said.
Apparently you can say anything on this show.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Don't encourage him.
Oh, really? Is, wait, is there another one
Are you
coming?
on the crack?
Are you on the crack?
It's mighty. There'll be some of Coldplay snuggle on the end there a bit. So listen, this is exactly from Family Guy to Ted. Now, you haven't just written it, directed, you star in your own movie. Which
Yeah.
is a big leap.
We'll see how that goes.
It's gone well. This is so weird. It is like Brian is wearing a man suit at the end of the couch.
This is a huge crowd, and like you go to like the Tonight Show in the States, and there's like 5 people in the audience.
No, that's only when you're there, darling.
So this movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West, it opens tonight. It is really funny. It's a big, broad, raucous comedy. It's jokes. If you like Seth MacFarlane jokes, it's full of Seth MacFarlane jokes. But there's a plot as well. Charlize, why did you do the plot?
Oh, great.
Okay, Seth, you do the plot.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I don't do
Go
it
for
justice. Oh, God. So it's about this girl. I don't know. I think.
What does she do?
I don't know. I think. Look, it's a Western that it looks like a real Western, but it's kind of shot through a lens of like people speaking in modern tongue, right? It's like Woody Allen in the Wild Wild West, I guess.
Basically, Schindler's List
whatever.
meets
So
the
I did a
Waterboy.
shit job.
The cues are forming now.
I really sold that one really well. It's really funny, and
Yeah,
I'm naked.
Oh, you're going to take one for the team.
Good comeback. Very good comeback. But actually, there are kind of
And
weird...
I'm not, so that's another thing.
No, I feel like I didn't do it justice, though. Can you pitch the movie a little better?
It's about a nerdy sheep farmer in the Old West who meets this mysterious woman who helps him win back his girlfriend who dumped him. And you know, I don't want to give away too much, but that's the gist.
All right, well, listen, we've got a clip. This is the two of you trying to make Seth's ex, because it starts with you losing your girlfriend.
Correct.
That's not too much plot to give away, is it? You gave us the
You
clip.
just ruined the whole
You gave us the clip.
They said you were really timid and we were all going to have to help pull you out of your shell, but that's not the case at all. You don't need any
I'm
help.
drunk. Let's have a look. Oh, no, did I explain it? I did, yeah. Two of you trying to make Seth's ex jealous. Go.
That's them. That's them. Quick, let's pretend you just said something funny. Oh my God, you are so hilarious. Where do you come up? No, you pretend I said something funny.
Stop. Just introduce me.
I'm not gonna introduce.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Foy and Louise, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. This is Anna.
I'm his girlfriend.
She's my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. She's the new GF. Big time.
A lot of sexual activity.
All the time. I live inside her. So if you want to send me a letter, you gotta address it care of her vagina. Yeah.
But now, there's a lot, you know, you're making a film, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. I think you gave yourself, like, working with that many sheep. Were they showbiz sheep?
We're just trying to win the New Zealand box office.
No, but like in Hollywood, can you get trained sheep?
You can't really train sheep. They do whatever the hell they want, and you just point the camera and hope that they fall into place.
They did train them a little. 4 of them, they tried. They pulled,
Yeah.
they found the 4 smartest ones, and they tried to do a little training. A little.
But
It's like Brando in his later years. You just gotta kind of, you get what you get.
Because I imagine, Charlize, you were very comfortable around the sheep.
What is that supposed to mean?
Weren't you kind of raised by goats or
Okay,
something?
we'll start with that.
Okay.
They don't know that.
I thought you might make the leap and go, yes, I'm very good with goats.
Yeah, I was raised on a farm, so we had cattle, and yeah, I'm not timid around these kind of
There
animals.
were human beings tending to her. She wasn't sucking at the teat of
Well, you don't know
some
that.
ovine.
It was an after-school snack. but isn't it true now you do an incredible goat noise?
Well, I don't know
We
if
have
it's
heard
incredible,
this.
but I
That's good, right? That's a South African goat. That's a bop. It's a bop right there. That's
I've lost all my hearing in this one.
And the other thing is, watching it, because you're directing yourself, Seth, in the movie, and is this your first screen kiss?
In the talking pictures, yeah.
Yeah. So, did you kiss like you thought you kissed? You know what I mean? Because
that is true. Yeah, I was okay with it. I was a little afraid that I would look a little goldfishy when I saw it on screen. No, it was okay. It was all right. She's fantastic.
Whoa, what? It was all right?
There's any weak link.
It was just all right? Really?
I felt like $100. Okay, well, great.
Because it is that weird thing of, doing something for the first time, and it's crazy. Like, so Tom, you've, 41 movies now?
I think so, yeah.
So, but there was a day when it was your first day on set, and you didn't know what you were doing. That was Taps, right? Was your first?
Yeah. I remember being on Taps and Harold Becker yelling out, "Hey, crew's there!" I was like, everything. I was raising the sound, so everything was yes. I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You see the camera?" I said, "Well, no, sir." He goes, "Well, if you don't see the camera, you're not going to be in the picture." Move to your right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Was it Outsiders where you decided to give your character a trait?
Yeah, part of the thing was we were all eating chocolate cake, and I thought, you know what, in this scene I'm going to eat chocolate cake. I'm going to eat a lot of chocolate cake, and that's, we ended up 80 takes later, I'm having to eat chocolate cake. When you're a young actor, you think, oh, this is going to be really cool. It's a bad idea.
Yes, I've learned that just recently.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, really?
You got to go through it. You got to live through it. Remember, it's like something weird's happening in my body. I'm about to go unconscious. It was past vomiting. Do you know what I mean?
You gained 20 pounds from one scene.
Oh, my God, it was awful.
Because when you were directing yourself, Seth, how hard was it as an actor not to do voices? Because that is kind of your life.
Yeah, I mean, it was less of a leap than I feared it would be. During doing Family Guy, I had gotten into the habit of being able to record a line and then go into the booth and listen to it and switch off my brain and kind of feel like I'm listening to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that did kick in pretty early on into the process, where I was able to run into Video Village and look at the footage and see if I was doing it right.
Yeah.
How many voices do you do? Sorry, I don't mean to take over your interview, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, how many can you do? How many? Like, what's the...
just enough to avoid being myself.
So in Family Guy, the characters you do
Peter, Brian, Stewie, Quagmire, and then a smattering of others as needed.
And are they all based on people, or you just...
They come from various places. Peter, I knew 1,000 Peter Griffins growing up in New England. I mean, guys who would not think before they spoke, like, no self-editing mechanism. Everything it's coming out here with no gateway. And Stewie is based on your own Rex Harrison, who I was a big fan of.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Quagmire, where's Quagmire from? That can't be a person.
Quagmire...
If it is, he's not happy.
No, he's a bad egg. Quagmire, when I was a kid, my father used to buy me old radio dramas from the 40s and 50s. And so I would listen to these things, and the commercials were intact. You hear these old commercials, Autolite brand spark plugs, the only spark plugs for you. And like everyone had this high-pitched voice, which I guess the mics were more sensitive to the mid-range voice at that time. And they all sounded like Quagmire, and so that kind of stuck with me. And when I was coming up with a voice for him, he began as an impression of 1950s ad men.
And when you're doing, because those characters are in scenes together.
Yeah.
Do you do one line after the other, or do you all do one and then go back and do the other one?
When I do a table read, yeah, I have to jump back and forth. It's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, hello, fat man. Oh, Stewie, how are you? It's a back and forth.
It's good, right? That is good.
Showing us. Terrific. That's terrific. But
then sometimes you do them separately.
Yeah, when I record the shows, I kind of literally do it one line at a time, just to make sure that I have...
But that's not really because of the voices, it's just because you have to be naked, completely naked for Brian.
Completely nude.
The essence of yourself.
Yeah.
Completely emotionally and physically nude.
Oh, can you do the coon whip thing?
The what?
The coon whip. I feel like Dance Monkey. I feel like I just got a big stick and go, do
barking seal.
the
I'm a barking seal, aren't I, Graham Norton? You know, you're an Irishman. You think these people accept you as one of their own, but they don't. They don't accept you at all. Yes, Brian, would you like some Cool Whip?
Why are you saying it like that?
What am I saying? I'm saying Cool Whip.
Oh, you're saying Cool Whip.
Yes, I'm saying Cool Whip.
You're putting a lot of emphasis on the H.
No, Cool Whip. I'm saying Cool Whip.
Say cool.
Cool.
Say whip.
Whip.
It's all recycled vaudeville humor. That's all.
But now, as good as that is, not the only person on the couch who does voices, because we've heard Charlize's Bok, the South African goat.
Thank you.
It was very good. It was excellent.
Thanks, Jess.
It was excellent.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I'm sampling it. It's going to be my ringtone from now on. But no, Emily Blunt.
What?
I heard you earlier. You do a TC, don't you? You do a TC.
I'm not after Seth. I mean, come on. Charlize, your goat noise.
Oh, go on, do one line of Tom.
What line shall I do?
I don't know.
I feel the need for speed.
You're good at it.
Do me.
No. Give me again. I'll do Donald Duck.
You do Donald Duck?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do it.
Okay, now it's your turn.
That's adorable. That's going to be my text message alert. Yeah.
Very good.
And my last bit of getting a stick and poking Seth is...
I don't know what that means.
So Liam Neeson's
Yes.
in A Million Ways to Die the West. So did you ever do your version of the Taken phone call for him?
Oh, you gotta hear this.
Do it.
Come on, man. Gotta do it.
Our version on Family Guy was Kermit the Frog doing Taken.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to remember the speech.
I don't have any money.
Oh, that's so good.
But what I do have are a very specific set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for somebody like you. If you don't let the girl go, I will track you down, I will find you, and I will kill you.
Very good. Very good. Listen, it is time for our musical guests tonight. Shortly, we'll have this week's stories in the big red chair. But first, performing their new single, A Sky Full of Stars, it is the one and only Coldplay!
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky full of stars. And cause you light up my path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I saw you. you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms, arms. 'Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. Oh, I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Oh, 'cause in a sky full of stars, I think I saw you. I think I saw you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Don't play, everybody! Come on over, boys. Come on over. Johnny, come on through. Come on, Chris. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Come on over, meet the gang. Chris, you sat in there. Johnny, you're over there. It's a Tom, it's a Chris, it's a Johnny. Very good. Woo!
Thank you.
Sit yourself. Is there room for... Yes, everyone can just about fit on. Okay, very good. Congratulations on that. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And that is a new single off the album, which is out now and doing incredibly well. So congratulations. Where's it? It's number one in 70-something countries?
I tell you where it's not number one.
Where?
In well, our manager just gave me it. Cambodia, Mongolia, the Bahamas, and Burkina Faso.
What's wrong with them?
And it's number 3 in Tajikistan.
I wonder who's number one there. And now, Johnny Buckland.
Yeah.
Now, I just think so to be Johnny Buckland in Copenhagen, that must be a great job.
It is. It's
Yeah,
all right.
because Chris, how did it happen that, like, Chris, he gets all the headache of being really, really famous, and the other three of you, it's lovely.
I know. I was hoping to be out of shot in this.
No, are you now dragging them into shot, Chris?
Oh, I'll be totally honest with you. I did have to convince Johnny to come and sit over here.
But do you get recognised at all?
Actually, I did this morning, but my first reaction is sort of aggression. It's like, how do you know my name?
It's him you want. We had the first time we ever were at the Grammys. I wasn't there, and Johnny and Will had won a Grammy, and they were backstage doing the press and stuff. And this lady came over and said,
Are you guys doing the catering?
Yeah, can I get some... These sandwiches are very good. Can I get some...
I want to do a photo with the caterers.
So listen, Ghost Stories out now, and presumably you are going to do... I know you've done some small gigs, but are you going to do a big, big tour?
No.
No.
OK. That's an exclusive right here. And you can't buy tickets now. Yeah, that'll be in the press release.
We're doing an extensive promo campaign in Burkina Faso.
Oh, yeah, you need to. They've forgotten you. Edison, good luck with the album, and thank you very much for that beautiful performance tonight.
Thank you.
Seriously, it's my job. They're literally paying me to sit here. Before we go, just time for a story or two in the red chair. Now, did you do this the last time, Tom? You didn't know. You were the gentleman. You didn't do it.
No, I didn't.
You should do it. It's great.
Yeah,
Just
do it.
Do
Oh,
it.
come on.
Come on, Tom.
You know you want to do it. You'll
Fine,
get
I
it.
do want
Come
to
on.
do it.
Yes, she knows.
I like that Tom will sit on top of that building, but he won't do this. So, who's up first?
John from London.
Hello, John from London. What do you do, John?
I'm a plumber.
And are you wearing shorts, John?
Yeah, it's hot Friday, isn't it?
I like it.
All Fridays are hot.
He can predict the weather. Plumber and meteorologist. Yeah, I do both. I'll think over this story, Tom.
I got called out to a job in Chelsea for block trains. Me and my partner was there. We've gone there, we've done the blockage.
Oh,
the lady of the house said...
Oh! Hey, good on the chair. That was impressive.
I just launched it. She loved it.
I love that. Don't say blockage.
No, don't say blockage.
You've changed, Emily Blunt. You've changed. Who's up next? Hello.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Oh, this is Nicole. Where are you from, Nicole?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but I live in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, right. And what do you do there?
I'm a production coordinator.
Nicole actually works for us.
Oh.
What?
Be
She
nice.
actually works for us.
Seth.
Oh,
What's
be
that?
nice.
She works with Chris.
I'm always nice to Coldplay.
Do you know this story?
No, we didn't...
Are you the story?
Okay, off you go with your story.
Okay, so my new Irish boyfriend was coming to visit me in Canada just 3 weeks after meeting him. We were all loved up, and we decided to take a bubble bath together, and we're drinking champagne, and I felt a little burp come on, and so I went to burp, but instead I projectile vomited.
Wow! I like her. I like her.
The really sweet part was that he wore glasses at the time, and he was more worried about me, like, oh my God, babe, are you okay? And we've been happily married for nearly 2 years now.
Yeah, go on. He's got to fit into Ireland so well. Who's next? Who's next? Oh. Hello.
Hi there, Graham. How are you,
Hey,
mate?
nice prep school uniform.
Okay, he's on four. Okay, one more. We'll have one more. Okay, here we go.
This isn't going to go well. Oh, man. These guys are going to jump us when we're out of here.
What's your name?
My name's Ben. I'm from New Zealand.
Okay, okay. Oh, they're loving you, Ben.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We heard about Seth MacFarlane's movie of the sheep, so we came here to see it.
He's so on side now.
Let him talk.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Ben, start your story.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, my granddad had an eye infection and asked me to put eye drops in his eye. So I grabbed them from the top of the fridge, put about 6 or 7 drops in, looked down, realised they weren't eye drops, it was super glue. It took about 6 hours for them to surgically separate his eyelids. Yeah, he sleeps now with one eye open.
That is a good story, but he should be punished.
Yeah. Well, how slow does this, like, if I went with the chair, like,
No,
slow?
it just goes. It's a hair trigger. Well done, everybody. If you'd like to join us on the show and I'm going to make sure you can. Contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you to my guest tonight, Coldplay, everybody. Seth MacFarlane. Charlize Theron. Emily Blunt. And Mr. Tom Cruise. Join me next week when my guests will include singer Ed Sheeran, actor Michael Sheen, and Avenger star Mark Ruffalo. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
And if you fancy more from Coldplay, you can catch their performance at Radio 1's Big Weekend in Glasgow online. Getting down with the kids next on BBC One Wales. Andy gatecrashes a party with his nephew. It's BBC Three's hit comedy, Uncle.